I am back, and I'm with you with America's Mayor Confidential, which will be abbreviated tonight because we don't want to interrupt the Trump rally. Now, I'm not allowed to call anybody stupid or anything like that. So there may be some of you who actually want to watch the single digit debate. If you do, I feel sorry for you because you obviously have a very high tolerance for boredom and, oh my God, the set is even ridiculous. Look, I'm allowed to do this. I participated in 11 of these things.
You did.
Oh yeah.
So if you're watching this,
but I had
get your reaction to each opening.
But I had Huckabee, who was so much fun. They don't have a Huckabee.
So let's watch. We'll watch with the mayor here for a few minutes.
A lot more popular than them. I don't know if you're watching it, but Lester, the Democrat, holds.
He needs to shave that head. My God.
He needs a lot more things done with his head.
A new brain?
How about a fair brain? That's a weak tie to start with. We're doing color commentary like they do at football games. Who you want to be play-by-play? Maria, Ted, anybody want to be play-by-play? You can be play-by-play. I'll be color, but the color is going to intrude.
He's got a new haircut.
He's got it. He didn't shave.
The knot is nice.
No, not a good shave around the nose and upper lip. Definitely a 4 o'clock shadow. I'd recommend for him an electric razor because you can shave 2 or 3 times a day with an electric razor. I may have one here. I usually keep one near me here. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, that's right. I can't give it to him. So, first critique of Ron DeSantis is weak tie, weak color, not properly affixed to the neck. You notice the space. You notice that space there, the white. Not supposed to see that white. He should have a Windsor knot because he should be idolizing Ronald Reagan. If he's a Republican, he should be idolizing Ronald Reagan, and he should be wearing a Windsor knot. And he should shave. Well, he's going to deliver. So that we know his promise is. Well, she wants to be the president because she thinks half the Palestinians should come to America. I'm not going to make fun of her appearance because you're not allowed to with women. If you do, you are canceled. You can make fun of men's appearance, but not women. Not allowed. We'll just point out that she thinks that half the Palestinians are very friendly. She doesn't remember. You know why that happened, Ted and Maria and everyone? Because she was infected by the UN disease. She spent too much time there, and it's contagious. Liberal stupidity is contagious. And therefore, she's arguing with DeSantis saying that half the Palestinians don't support Hamas. That may be true. Here's the problem, Governor Lady. The problem is they all hate Jews. Huh? You get it, dear? And then they're not too fond of Americans. You're an American? Oh, by the way, one of the things that might have occurred to you if you really were intelligent is you would notice that there has never been a protest in the Palestinian Authority. Pardon me?
Transparency in the classroom. As a mom,
you want to listen to her?
That means let's make sure we secure our borders so that our families are safe.
My whole purpose here is to be color commentator.
Because our families want to know that they can be safe no matter where they go. And as
if I announce for president, I probably have a higher percentage than that.
The military needs to know we have our back, and we need to make sure that America is strong.
Ambassador, thank you very much.
Trump is ahead of all of them added together.
Let me just caution.
He's the one we like, though.
Go down this road. We've asked
we have
please,
a soft.
We got a soft spot for it. Would be helpful, so we can hear the candidates because these are important issues.
I'm not going to interrupt
and
you.
The voters want and need to hear them. Mr.
Do
Ramaswamy,
not
let me
interrupt
turn to
Vivek.
you.
He's our
Please make
favorite.
your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican
First
Party
a
here,
pause.
and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. There's a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you.
Well, he definitely has a set of you-know-what.
Think about who's moderating.
Boy,
this
that is so
debate.
much
This
better
should
than
be
the other
Tucker
two
Carlson, Joe
insipid,
Rogan, and Elon Musk.
cowardly
We'd have 10 times
little.
the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about.
Yeah, why do we have liberals asking Republicans questions?
Do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Christian, I'm going to use
What
this
a guy.
It's actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. And ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Roberts.
We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election.
Let's not tell them. Are you going to try to censor him?
Laptop story,
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie. Why you, audience, let's
Okay,
not
yeah,
do
but this
Let's
right
not do
now,
this. Let's let the
I am
candidates speak.
surprised.
Governor Christie, why you and not former President Trump?
Well, Lester, look,
He's actually gone
You
30
said
seconds
it
about
at the
attacking Trump.
beginning of the debate. We are dealing with extraordinarily important issues facing this country right now. We have our greatest ally in the Middle East under fire from a terrorist group that has committed to wiping them and every Jewish person in this world off the map. We have Ukraine with Vladimir Putin, a communist KGB dictator who wants to put the old band back together. He's starting in Ukraine, and he's going to move to the Baltics and Poland after that. We have inflation in this country.
Well, why don't we go with Trump? Because he didn't have any of those things.
Choking every American family that wants to try to rise up and give their children a better
He's the
life.
only one that solved problems like that,
And
not you. You left with
tonight,
a disapproval
we need to
rating
decide
that was so high.
Which president's going to be the
They
one
don't
to
even let you
tackle the
back in
big
New
issues?
Jersey.
Who's going to make this country look once again, not just inward,
But you're from New Jersey, you
but
know
look
that.
outward at the world and say America is the country, the indispensable nation that makes this a safer world. And in a safer world, American innovation, American hard work has always been the thing that has driven our
Well, that
country
just
to
plays
great things. I'm
into
gonna be
the
president
fascist
who will do
conspiracy
those
against
big
them,
things.
and that's
We're not gonna be
disgraceful.
small, and I'll say this
That's
about
disgraceful.
Donald Trump. Anybody
That's
who's going to be
cooperating
spending the
with the
next year and a
criminals.
half of their life focusing on keeping themselves out of jail and courtrooms cannot lead this party or this country,
All right,
and it
Governor.
needs to be said plainly.
Governor, thank you. Let me turn to Senator Scott. Senator Scott, you've said former President Trump can't win. Make your case to Republican voters.
Well, certainly. What I would say without any question is that the truth of my life destroys the lies of the radical left. We need a president and a candidate who will actually help our base solidify and attract independent voters into
I'm not
our
interrupting
party. The great
this
opportunity
senator
party
either
is
because
now
he's a good
winning
man,
back
and I like him very
African-American
much.
voters and Hispanic voters
My
because
son
we
likes
are
him, too.
working on a foundation based on faith.
This
Our
is a
nation is facing
2
some
for 2 in the
deep
Giuliani
challenges.
family.
It is the loss of faith in this nation.
We like the other Senator
that is
Scott,
part
too.
of the erosion that we're seeing every single day. It's restoring faith, restoring our Christian values that will help this nation once again become.
Tell you though,
the city
Vivek
on
was
the
so much
hill.
more
When
relevant
Ronald
than a
Reagan talked
sort
about
of
the city on the hill, he was
patriotic
coming from Matthew 5.
poem.
When President
Yeah, what
Lincoln
about grandstand?
talked
It's a patriotic
about
poem.
a house
It's
divided,
what you
that
would
was
call
Mark.
boilerplate,
Our
right?
founding documents speak
Vivek went
to
right after
the
them.
importance of
Wow.
the faith foundation. You don't have
The
to
core
be
of
a
the problem are the
Christian
people sitting
for
there
America
looking
to
at it.
work for you, but America does not work without
The core of the problem are the people sitting there looking at 'em.
Christian foundation. I would be the president that helps us restore faith in God.
Oh my God, we're going to come up
faith
with any
in
more
each other,
cliches?
and faith in our future. Without that focus,
I
None
like
of
him.
the issues, the
I
policies
still like him. I don't care.
matter. We have to get back to being a nation that is, in fact, the city on the hill that believes in each other enough for us to.
Well, we're going to let you listen to the
Senator
debate
Scott,
or
thank you. We're gonna
tune
turn now
in
to
on
himself.
the
He's
Donald
facing
Trump hour of
the next commander in
reminds
chief.
you
You'll
of the
all
Ed
be
Sullivan
fielding
Show.
questions first from
Very
me
entertaining and
the
also
Republican
politically
Jewish
relevant. He goes
Coalition men
over
from
all the things that
Kristen
need to
and
be
Hugh.
done. And let
So
me
as we
just make the
continue
following
forward,
point.
the Israel-Hamas
Of
war
everyone
is
running
barely
for
a month
president,
old.
including
Tonight,
Bergman,
Israeli.
he's the only one who's done it. He's the only one who brought peace to the world and kept it that way. He inherited a war. DeSantis. Well, see, the problem I think with you, Ron, is you are helping Biden right now. You are not going to be the candidate. You never were going to be the candidate. There was a time you had a right to explore it, and now you're hurting your country. And if you were a patriot, you'd get the hell out. Also, if you had an ounce of loyalty, you wouldn't have run in the first place. But that's my personal opinion and my own personal values. I was there trying to help you become governor when you were one lousy candidate. And he brought you through. And you want to run, you don't run against him. That's the way I was brought up. I don't know how you were brought up. Okay, that's my opinion on him. You make your own mind up, of course, about any of these people, and you could take them from 5% to 6%. Who knows? Well, the candidate of the Republican Party is not going to be any of these people. It's going to be Donald Trump. And except for Vivek and Scott, these people are doing damage. They're doing damage. And it's a terrible thing for this country because this election is not a joke, and it's not about their weak egos. It's about the future of this democracy because we are not a democracy anymore. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at 3:00 on WABCRadio.com, all over the country, all over the world. Maybe Joel will call in tomorrow from Israel. And then tomorrow night, we're going to be back and we're going to be trying a little something different because we want to do some comparisons. We're going to be on at 8. And you do know that now we are on Newsmax N1, Newsmax Plus 2, or Newsmax Plus. And I think it's only been for a couple of days now. So we'll be listening to the single-digit candidates for a while longer. And I want you to listen to them, but you feel free to laugh. Thank you and good night. God bless.